And now we just say about some Chinese domestic production, because we talk about meat, we talk about the trade, and the trade and the market is more about the supply and the demands. So we needed to know what happened, or what the situation in China about its production. So we can say in the first half of the year, the total domestic production of like pork, beef, mutton, and poultry, it has increased about 200 million tons. So the supply is okay. And among them, the beef, pork, and mutton increased, but the poultry just decreased a little. And in the first half of the year, it's about 6,000. I think it's a wrong number, and it's about 28.29 million tons pork, and it actually is a year-on-year increase about 2 million ton. And as we know, the pork, the supply is enough, but at the first of the year, the China's consumption has affected a lot by the coronavirus, because of the big cities and the business travel and the normal travel was being stocked for a moment. So we do not have a lot of consumption, but we have enough supply from the pork and also cattle, poultry, and mutton. So we can say almost, except for beef, almost all the products have shown some decline in the trade part. And let's go back for the poultry. The poultry production was 6.9 billion, and just have 0.8 down. And the cattle one is also have some 3.8 increase, and the mutton is the same, have a very little increase. So mutton and beef in China is very stable. The third part is about the trade part. Firstly, I would like to share the imported pork. We can say that in the first half of the year, the pork imports still, although the total amount is low, but still shows the seasonal change. And the lowest season is in the February. And I just because pork, the structure of imported pork comparatively stable, but we can say that when the market is not so well, the pork offal China imported more pork offal, and it's about 19% increase. And here, it's just we choose the one part of the pork, the 6-week cards, because we found that when the market shows not so well, the 6-week cards can choose more sensitive in price. And this is from the beginning of this year and to the end of the June. The red line means the total cost of the futures price. Because except for the product price, we also add the tax, the transportation, and the other possible fees. And the blue one means the average overseas purchase price, and it means the price we get directly from the foreign plants. And the green ones, green ones means the average selling price at the ports. So we can choose the different thing. And except for the pork, and we can say the imported beef. The imported beef is like it's keep slowly increase at the first half of the year. And the interesting thing is, if we compare with last year, the total volume just have the 2.4% increase, but the value is increased about 40%. So everyone in China can feel the beef price going up, and it's really big up. And when we say the structure of the imported beef, it's almost the same with the last year. It means which the Chinese buyers also are habited to buy the products they want, but the price is much higher than the last year. Here we just pick one cut of the beef, and because we found that the different countries, we get the beef in such like the Brazil, the Argentina, and the Uruguay, and we can feel the Argentina's beef is more sensitive. It means when the market goes up, the Argentina goes up more obviously, and when the market goes down, it also shows more. It also shows the same thing. So we'd like to share this price to help you to understand such like the highest price shows the beginning of the March, and then they just going down, and because we just stopped at the beginning of July, so we maybe missed some differences in July and in August. And another thing I wanted to share is for the moment of the data, we can say there is stocked a lot of beef at the Chinese port. And so we just try to guess whether the second year the consumption in China can recover so well, can, how to say, can consume the beef in the stock. If not, what happens in the trade business or in the trade market? Whether there will be have the sharply drop for the beep, or they can go up like now.